Hi guys, I'm Kayla with Artistic Religion. This is day 10 of the 10-day forgiveness challenge. We made it, you guys, and I am so proud of you for sticking with me along this journey of forgiveness, to go through this challenge with me, to simply just soak up words of encouragement about forgiveness. I hope that you are feeling well. I hope that you have moved forward in a glorious, beautiful sense of freedom and forgiveness. I am so proud of you for doing this with me, and I'm proud of myself for going through this process and taking steps that I needed to take to be forgiving. And I feel better. And better didn't kick in until probably middle of this challenge, but I do feel lighter. I feel happier. I just feel uplifted. My spirit feels uplifted. I have been filled with songs, hymnals, praise songs that I have known growing up. I have felt the presence of God, and that's what this is about, you know. And I hope that you are right there with me, and I don't want you to think that I'm just sucking up, and obviously this was my challenge, so of course you're going to feel better. I hope you don't feel that way. I would be frank with you guys and tell you if I didn't. And sure, yeah, there's still unforgiveness in my heart for a lot of situations, but I feel like I am on the road to letting go, and that is a beautiful feeling. Today's challenge, progress report. I want you to hold yourself accountable. So sound off in the comments. Tell me how you've done, and if you don't want to sound off in the comments, tell somebody, and that is perfectly fine. I understand. I just want you to hold yourself accountable. You can go through this and be like, this made me absolutely no difference. I did not want to do these things, so of course I don't feel any type of way. I did all of this and I feel nothing, or I did all of this and I feel amazing. I just want you to hold yourself accountable today, and voicing it is going to hold yourself accountable. We've got to own up to our part in this. You know, people can do us wrong, and they'll be in the wrong day one when it happens, but from then on, it's on us. It's on us. If I can't move forward, that's on me. You know? And I don't mean that in a way to shame you or anything like that, to belittle what you went through. But whatever you have gone through in life, you have the power, the free will, the willpower to go through it and choose to be okay. Choose to let it go. Choose to move forward. Choose to not hold it on you, this baggage that we drag around. You have the power to let it go. So hold yourself accountable and be honest with yourself how you're feeling. And if you feel good but there's a part of you that wishes you didn't, because that's a thing, you know, sometimes we can feel ourselves letting things go and being a little bit freer, a little bit happier, but we can want to grab a hold of it all over again, and in this sense of, they don't deserve for me to let it go. And so we carry it on there, and we become prisoners to what has gone on in our lives to make us feel this unforgiveness. Verse of the day is Luke 6:37 through 42. This is lengthy, but bear with me. Judge not, and you shall not be judged. Condemn not, and you shall not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be put into your bosom. For the same measure that you use will be measured back to you. And he spoke a parable to them. Can the blind lead the blind? Will they not both fall into the ditch? A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone who is perfectly trained will be like his teacher. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not perceive the plank that is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, Brother, let me remove the speck that is in your eye, when you yourself do not see the plank that is in your own eye? Hypocrite! First, remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck that is in your brother's eye. I think that's such a beautiful verse, because the same measure that you use will be measured back to you. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Judge not, and you will not be judged. You know, and before you can look at somebody else and say, hey, you need to work on this. Hey, you need to be forgiving. You've got to look at yourself. You've got to evaluate yourself and really give yourself a good look, an honest look at how you are in life, how you're doing, how your spirit is, how your mind is. That's why I'm going through this journey with you and owning up to things that I have been unable to forgive thus far. And I am working diligently to better myself and to be a forgiving person, because I don't want to be considered a hypocrite for trying to help you forgive and learn forgiveness when I myself have been unable to. So that's why I'm doing this right along with you, and I'm working so hard to let things go and move forward in forgiveness. Because I want to be able to remove the plank in my own eye, but I also want to be able to help you get the speck out of your own eye. Quote of the day: forgiveness is not an occasional act. It is a constant attitude. That is so true. And it is, my papa used to say, attitude is 99.99% of everything. And I find that to be very true, because if I have a bad attitude, if I choose to have a chip on my shoulder, of course life is going to suck. And I can choose to make my life wonderful on the inside, despite of circumstances, despite people, despite things that have happened to me. I can choose to be happy. I can choose to be a good person. I can choose to not be tainted by the muck of life, Now that these 10 days are up, you need to keep putting into practice forgiveness. This isn't a one and done journey, because life will stick it to you regardless, and it will continue to happen, and we'll continue to be put in bad situations. We'll continue to be involved in things that hurt us. That's life. That's a part of it. And forgiveness is like a muscle. You have to work it to be good at it. It's like a trade. Being the rookie in things, like I spoke at the beginning of this journey, we're going to be the rookie if we're new at this. We're going to be the rookie if we're new at this and we haven't practiced. We haven't put this muscle to work. We haven't tried to sharpen the skill. So you can be good at forgiveness, but you have to work at it. And if you're new at it, if you're the newbie of the group, of course, you're going to have to work a little bit harder, because it won't come as natural to you. We live in a fallen world where imperfection and wickedness thrives, but we can do our part. What's our part? Trying. Never stop trying to forgive, trying to better yourselves, trying to help others, etc. Your journey is not over. Bonus quote: the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong. That is oh so true. And I did not realize for a long time the strength in being a forgiving person, being able to let things go. I did not appreciate that kind of strength, or I just didn't see it, frankly. And the older I get, the more I realize that people who can let go of things, that are forgiving people, are wildly strong. And I want to be strong. I want to be strong in life. I want you to be strong, and I want you to be unfazed by the crummy things that people do to you. To end this challenge, I'll be closing us in a word of prayer. I wrote it down, so my eyes will be open and I'll be reading. So, dear Lord, I want to thank you for this incredible challenge you've placed on my heart. I want to thank you for being the ultimate role model of forgiveness and loving us regardless of our flaws. Lord, I ask that you be with each person who participated in this challenge, that you bring comfort to their hearts and minds. I ask that you be with each person struggling to forgive others and themselves, that you bless even their smallest efforts. Through Jesus, genuine forgiveness exists, and I pray that we utilize it. Bless each and every person watching. In your holy name, amen. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the words of encouragement that I have received since I started this. I hope that, and I pray good and wonderful things for you from this day forward. Go be blessed, you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.